Hi guys, today we will take a look at Thinkware Q800Pro Dash Cam. First I'll show you what comes inside the box, and then we will take a look at Thinkware Cloud App and test our camera. After that we will install the camera in the car and test its functions, including the cloud ones. I'll give you the spoiler right away. We will be able to track the vehicle remotely using the dash cam, and of course we will show you the day and night footage. What we have here is a front and rear dash cam bundle. Besides the main camera, the set comes with a rear dash cam and the hard wiring cable. The bundle costs around $400 or 540 Canadian dollars if you buy it on the Canadian website. In the set we have the windshield mount for the front camera. It gets installed like this. Also you have extra adhesive for the mount. Here we have the 12-volt cable for the front camera. You have clips with adhesive used for the installation. This is a cable for the rear dash cam. The length of the cable is 7.5 meters or 24.5 feet. Also we have the SD card, 32 gigs, and the adapter. You also have the USB adapter for the SD card. And as I have previously mentioned, here is our hard wiring cable. Here you have the ground, accessory, and the constant power. Set comes with quick start guide. However, I strongly recommend you to download the full manual from the Thinkware website. Let's take a look at the front dash cam. Camera comes with a 5.14 megapixel Sony Starvis image sensor, which provides 2K resolution at 30 frames per second. To be more specific, the resolution is 2560 by 1440 pixels. The Q800 has a Super Night Vision 2.0, which enhances the quality in low light conditions at night. The video quality should be very good in this camera, and that was one of the main reasons why we got this bundle. Let's quickly go over the controls. This is a power button. If you press and hold it, this will turn on or off the device. This is a voice recording button. You can enable or disable voice recording. The format button. This, if you press and hold this button, this will format your SD card. And this is a Wi-Fi button. This allows you to connect your dash cam with your smartphone. In the middle we have the manual recording button. If you press it, what it does, it will save the file in a separate folder, and the file will be recorded from 10 seconds before to 50 seconds after you press the button. On the left here we have the LED indicators. GPS will turn blue when the GPS is connected. Rack will turn red when it records, and the Wi-Fi has two colors, green and blue, both of them used to connect your camera with your smartphone. On the side we have the video input port used to connect the rear camera. This is a DC in, the main power port, and here we also have the GPS slot, which is covered with plastic. I'm not sure if it's usable at all, because camera actually has built-in GPS module. These here are the security LEDs. By default they are turned off, but you can turn them on from the Thinkware app. Here we have the reset button. If for some reason device freezes on you, you can physically reset it. And this is our micro SD slot. have the micro SD card here. I will show you guys how to install it. When you do that, you have to make sure that the contacts on the SD card face the same direction as these buttons. So it's been installed like this. Put it in until it clicks and it's good to go. I forgot to mention, but you can also adjust the angle, the vertical angle of the front dash cam, like this. The rear view camera has Full HD 1080p video quality, gets connected through this port. The angle is also adjustable. When you install this camera, you have to make sure that the Thinkware logo faces the interior of the vehicle, otherwise your picture will be upside down. Alright, now we are going to install the Thinkware Cloud App. We have a little setup here. This plays the role of our 12-volt battery. Also I have connected the rear dash cam to the front one. It's all done to make sure that we get the power to the system. This way we'll be able to test the app. So we'll connect the main power. As you can see, the light is red right now. It means the camera is recording. Now I am going to
continuous recording will now start.
Look for the Thinkware Cloud on the App Store or Play Store. I will install it. Open the app. Allow, exclude. As you can see, the dashcam connection is required. There are two ways to connect the dashcam to your smartphone. You can connect it using the Wi-Fi and the hotspot. Connecting using the hotspot will allow us to access the Thinkware Cloud features, but I will get to that later. Right now we'll connect it using the Wi-Fi, and this will allow us to see the live view, watch recorded videos, and we'll go through the settings of the dashcam. So first we'll have to press this red button. It asks us to select the dashcam to connect to. We're looking for Q800Pro. Press on that. Now it gives us two options. Do you wish to connect via Wi-Fi or do you wish to connect via hotspot? We are going to choose Wi-Fi. Press connect. Okay. Now to activate Wi-Fi we have to press Wi-Fi button on the dashcam. So I showed you before this button. Just press it once.
On your smartphone, connect to a Wi-Fi network whose name starts with Thinkware.
And we'll do just that. We'll press next. Now we have this Wi-Fi settings button. Press on that. We have to reload our Wi-Fi networks, and shortly we'll see the Thinkware. Last two letters D. This will change from camera to camera. The important part is the Thinkware. Press on that and press connect. Press OK. So now the connection has been established. We can go
connected to a smartphone.
Because I have already done this connection before, it didn't ask me for any password, but when you do it the first time, it may ask you for the password, and the password will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now we have connected to Wi-Fi, Q800Pro, so we are good to go. First, we'll test our live view. And we'll get the view from our front camera. There will be a little bit of a delay. Okay, here we go. This is our live view from the front dash cam, and that's Kuza right there. As you can see, we have guidelines right now. This will actually help you to set up camera on your windshield. When you do it, you can turn it off and on if you want. On top here we have the rear camera button, so when I press that, the view will switch to our rear view camera, and I will point it somewhere. Same idea, as you can see, it has it is showing our cat. This feature will be very useful when you set up cameras in your vehicle. I'll go back. This camera has lots of different settings. I won't cover all of them. I'll just quickly walk you through, and if you have any additional questions, again, as I said, you should download the manual. So here we have the file list. This is where we'll have all our recorded videos. So for example, continuous, these are the videos that we have recorded so far. You have both front and rear videos. Continuous incident. This will show you the potential incidents. When there is lots of vibration, camera will save them in this folder. Again, we have motion detection, parking incident, manual recording, downloaded videos. Dashcam information. This will give you the basic information about your camera, like your model name, firmware version, safety camera version, etc. Dashcam settings. This is a big one. So I'll just start with the memory card settings, memory partition. So this is priority that you can give to different categories. I guess this will be the best one, continuous priority. You can format the memory card from here as well, and you can choose which videos you want to override. Right now they are all selected. Camera settings. Here you can change the brightness of the front camera, brightness of the rear camera, and you can also rotate the rear camera, I believe it from left to right and vice versa. Next, record settings. These are recording settings basically. Continuous mode, incident recording sensitivity. You can choose different sensitivity. Right now it's low. Super night vision 2.0. You can either disable this function completely or choose different options. Right now it's continuous plus parking. Parking mode right now is disabled. We will try this feature once we do full installation in the vehicle. Next, road safety settings. Here we have the safety cameras enabled, mobile zone alerts enabled, ADAS features. Here you can choose the vehicle type. I believe we'll have to initialize this once we again install the camera. I will right now enable all of the features, so lane departure warning. I'll put it at mid, speed 80 kilometers per hour. Next we have forward collision warning. I will enable this as well. I'll put mid. Low speed FCWS, I say low. Front vehicle departure warning, I will enable this as well. The reason why I did this is when we go for a drive, we'll test how these features work. Setup changes have been saved. Next, system settings. Here you can change the language, you can actually change the volume. Or security LED, so this is the one I was talking about. Right now it's disabled. I'll choose blink and look what happens. I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh yeah, we have to save it, sorry. So I have to go back, save it, and now we have the security LED. Now rear camera LED, we can enable that as well. I'm not sure yet where that is. I think they're talking about this blue light here. I will disable it, save it, and yes, I am right. Now it's gone. You can change the time zone, daylight savings, you can change the speed unit, speed stamp enabled, voice recording enabled. So it's all good to go. Now, network function settings. So this is very important when you set up your hotspot. In order to be able to use the cloud features, you have to have this enabled network function. Alright guys, we are done with the app settings. Right now we will move to the fun part. I'll show you how to connect to the cloud, and we'll try to see if we can track our vehicle remotely. I know that a lot of people had issues with trying to make the cloud features work. First, I'll briefly guide you through the setup process. The first thing is we need to set up Wi-Fi hotspot on your smartphone. This will allow the dash camera to access internet using your phone data. You have to go into settings on your phone. You have to locate connections, mobile hotspot and tethering. Here's our mobile hotspot. Currently it's off. We will turn it on later during the installation. But what you need from here is you need these two values, the SSID or the network name. I currently put in test, but you will have a different value in your phone. And the password, again, I put in test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter what it is here. You will, but you have to write it down somewhere, both the network name and the password, because you will need these two values a little bit later. The next step will be to create Thinkware account. This will allow you to access the data or information that your dashcam will be sending to the Thinkware Cloud. Now you can open the Thinkware Cloud App. You have to press these three dots on the bottom. From here you have to sign in. Now, there are two options. You either can register a new account by pressing Get and Thinkware ID, or you can use your existing Google account, for example. I will be using the Google account to set up my connection with the dashcam. After you successfully log in, we can return to the app. It will ask you if you want to receive push notifications. Say yes. Check all of them. The next step will be to connect the dashcam to the hotspot. So go back here where you see the dashcam connection is required. Choose the Q800Pro. Again, we get this menu. Do you wish to continue Wi-Fi, with Wi-Fi or with hotspot? Via hotspot, is this your first connection to the dashcam? We'll say yes, it is. Press OK. Same idea, on the dashcam we have to press the Wi-Fi button.
On your smartphone, connect to a Wi-Fi network whose name starts with Thinkware.
Again, we'll have to follow these steps. Press next. Go to Wi-Fi settings, look for Thinkware. Remember I said now you may have to put in the password when you connect for the first time. So the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we can connect. After you do this first connection, the system will remember the password and won't be asking for it again. Now you can go back to the app.
Connected to a smartphone.
So now it's connected to the smartphone, and right now we have to activate our hotspot. Here we have to input our previously mentioned values. So the SSID will be test and the password will be test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, as I said, these values will be different in your phone. I created this myself just so it could be easy for me to remember them right now. So after it's done, press next.
Disconnected from a smartphone. The device will find a Wi-Fi hotspot.
And
Turn
now
on your personal hotspot.
you have to turn on the hotspot that we showed you earlier. Go to mobile hotspot and tethering, turn on Wi-Fi hotspot, and now you can go back to the app. So right now the phone will try to connect with the dash cam.
Connected to the internet. Connected to a smartphone.
Alright, the connection is complete. Now you'll have to go into dashcam settings and go to network function settings and make sure that this one is enabled, because otherwise you won't be able to create this connection. Already mentioned it, but again, impact, choose impact 1. This will send a notification when your camera senses the acceleration more than 3 Gs. Basically, if you get into a bad accident, the dashcam will send a notification to the Thinkware Cloud. And also it will upload driving impact video if you choose it to be enabled. As for the Thinkware Cloud functions, I already briefly covered the driving impact notification. Besides that, we have the Geo-Fencing and locate the vehicle. I'll show you what the Geo-Fencing is. So we have to press this button, then these 3 dots, and we can set Geo-Fence. We have to add 1 to be able to see it. So it shows us our location right now, and from here we can choose different radius and notice. So for example, when we enter this area, we will get notification, or when we can set it to work when we depart, or both, when we enter and depart. And for radius you can have even 600 kilometers. That's a big one. That's a huge one. We don't want that. 100 meters will be a very small one. Again, why this is important, as I said, if you want to set the zone whenever you enter or exit from the zone, you will get notification to your phone or to any phone that is connected to the cloud. And now the most cool feature in my opinion is the fact that you can track the vehicle remotely. So when you go right here, you can press on this field, and here we'll see the location of the dash cam and this phone right now. Okay guys, right now we are going to temporarily install the dash cam on the windshield just to demonstrate to you how it records. I connected the dash cam using the Wi-Fi network. That's why we see these guides right here. This will help us align it properly on the glass. And we actually also connected the rear one. To see the rear one, you just have to press the R button. And this is the rear camera. So I want to point out that I have actually black tint in the back, and nevertheless it actually shows us very good picture. I'll show you how dark it is in real life. I can't see anything, so the camera is installed somewhere right here. Nevertheless, this is the picture that we get. It's very bright if you take into account the tint. And right now, guys, we will do the test. We will track the vehicle with the dash camera remotely. So this is our phone that will be in the vehicle. This one will provide the connection to the internet for our dash cam. So I will leave it here. Now, I have my own phone with the same app installed. So I will have to actually go into my account, sign in. As I said, I'm using the Google account, so I'll do it like that. and this will allow me to access the app. So now we have two phones that have access to the cloud. This one right here and this one. Okay, if you drive away with this phone on, the one that provides the internet connection to the dash cam, somebody else at home, for example, can log in the same way on their own phone using the account to access the cloud, and they will be able to see where the vehicle is right now. Let's do it. The vehicle is ready to leave. Here we have the first phone, and this is our second phone. So I'm going to leave the vehicle and we'll see how it works. As the vehicle drives away, the red dot on the screen will start changing its location. There still will be a little bit of a delay, but we'll be able to track it down anyway. So we can see the red dot moving. Besides that, you can also see the speed of the vehicle and the address of where it's driving. What's also cool about this cloud thing is you can see the live view from your dash cam. So if I press it, it will start to connect with the dash cam. And look, we can see live what the dash cam sees in the Acura. Of course, as I said, there is about 10-second delay, but still I think it's pretty cool. Okay, I will go back to the map, and our arrow is slowly approaching our location. The Acura will arrive sooner than what we see on the map. Here it is. Well, actually, the red dot has reached the blue one. These cloud features are very cool. Even though they are free to use, there is one big limitation. In order to the cloud feature to work properly, dash cam needs to be connected to the internet and obviously have the power source. Basically, it needs to be connected to your smart phone hotspot all the time. Once you get away from the vehicle, this connection will break. There are ways to go around this limitation. For example, you can get a tablet with a data plan and keep it in your car using the tablet's hotspot. This way, for example, you will be able to track your vehicle if somebody steals the car, but that would mean sacrificing the tablet for this purpose and having an extra data plan. The Thinkware Cloud is still in beta testing. I assume we may see changes in the future to this system, but even today I still think it can be helpful. If you want to track where your kid goes, or your wife, or your husband, how fast they go, where they park, just tell them to turn on the hotspot on their smartphone. Alright, we are done with the cloud feature. Right now we'll go for a short drive, test our advanced driver assistance feature, and see how well dash cam, the front and rear, records the video.
Continuous recording will now start.
try to change the lane slowly, imitating the lose of control. And we hear the knocking sound in the camera. And we hear the knocking sound. That's how it warns us that something wrong is going on. I'll do it again shortly. Okay, there's knocking sound. So this basically means that I'm drifting away from my lane, and the camera warns me about that. Можешь пока не снимать, можешь паузу поставить. Ты слышал звук? Я не слышал этот звук. Я слышал звук. Тук-тук, вот такой звук, короче. Вот и все, есть warning. Alright guys, we'll try this feature one more time. I will imitate the lose of control. I will slowly drift out of my lane, and you can hear the sound in the camera. I will slowly drift out of my lane, and you can hear the sound in the camera. When I do it fast, it doesn't do it. Alright, so I'm going to approach this car in front. And we get the warning, but a little bit too late though. I already started braking. We get the warning, but a little bit too late though. I already started braking. And right now, guys, we'll show you the night footage. Our test is complete. In advanced driver assistance system, we managed to reproduce the forward collision warning and lane departure warning. For the cloud features, I really like the direction where this is going, but this service is still in beta testing, so I assume it's going to get better in the future. The thing that we like the most in this dash cam is its video quality, especially the front camera, and definitely this is the reason why you would buy this camera. Thank you guys for watching. In the next video we will install this camera, we will hide all the wires, we will also hardwire it to the fuse box, so stay tuned.